Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tea Time. Not brought to you by, but inspired by Arizona Iced Tea. I am the man in the middle, Kevin Martinez. Baby the poet here is to my left, and we had a fantastic podcast. Cheers. I know you're not going to drink it, but
Cheers.
I appreciate you being here and just representing the brand there.
Thank you. No problem. No problem. He's like, I'm gonna crack my John.
I've been eyeing this up. It's been on the table for a while. I just feel like I have to put it up to the microphone and do that every time I open it up because it's kind of like a trademark.
So they can hear the.
Exactly. But I haven't quite figured out. So that was the first time that we actually kept the cans in the Middleman Podcast show.
Oh.
Okay, so that was the first time. Tea time, we're still trying to restructure the identity. Okay, the identity is what it is, which is fun, conversational stuff. Because education and comedy don't really mix well together. Like informative and we've been discussing this as a team as to what we're gonna do with tea time because the discussion was the views aren't as where we want them to be. You know,
Okay.
so we're like, yo, screw it. Just put the Arizona cans in the podcast so that way people know that whenever you come to the Middleman Podcast, you're gonna get an Arizona. Kind of like this. It's my thing. It's my thing.
Okay.
This is what it's what I drink, not on a daily, but at least once a week, because obviously I'm doing this podcast. So,
Yeah.
so welcome to Tea Time, not brought to you by, but inspired by Arizona Iced Tea. I just showed Baby the poet here a pretty interesting TikTok trend going on. I'm disgruntled by it.
Yo, bro, it's so crazy that you showed me that shit. Cause my dad's been like telling me and like acting out this stuff, and I'm like, yo, what is this? Thank God I'm not on TikTok. And now that you show, I'm like, ain't no fucking way. This is what we doing for money, y'all.
I think society's in trouble.
Hmm.
I think society's in
Keep
trouble.
eating them Purdue clone chickens. This is what we getting, bro.
So what are we talking about exactly? I think we all know. So I'm not on TikTok. We saw that video through Twitter. I don't have a TikTok.
Oh, okay,
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 I'm not a TikToker. I have an account, yes, but it's only because I'm researching someone who I'm about to interview.
okay.
You know,
I
I'll
understand.
go in and digest their information and then get out because I've talked about the thing that frightened me about TikTok is like it's so bam right in your fucking face as soon as you open up the app, and I'm like, holy shit, I didn't even have a second to gather my thoughts.
Yeah.
Uh,
All jokes aside, if we're getting overly stimulated and we're quote unquote normal, imagine these people with ADHD or anything like that, because there's a lot of people with autism and ADHD that live normal lives like you and I. All that stuff. Imagine that how overly stimulated and that probably sucks them in.
yes,
That is, I don't know. I mean, social media is a cool thing if you know how to utilize it right, but that shit is also a puppeteer.
wishy washy, very wishy
Hmm.
washy. So what are we talking about? The TikTok trend, TikTok shit talk is what I call it. Is there's a trend going on that
What she said?
people,
She said ice cream.
yeah, that people I compared it to people acting as if they're real life Sims. You know the Sims?
Yeah.
Okay. So real life Sims is these people sitting here and
Do those even like the Sims games even like
eat
they
ice
they
cream?
remake? No, they like no, they like do they still even remake it
Yeah,
anymore?
they
Or
do.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
because I was about to be like, is it Minecraft now? Like,
No, they're
okay,
still doing some Sims here and there. It's still a
okay.
trending topic. But they're just standing there like an idolized character, and they're just moving back and forth. And the one that we also the one with this pinky doll woman, where she's doing an ice cream thing, ice cream, and I'm not even gonna act it out because I don't want to. I think it's idiotic. I think it's absurd. But it's because people are giving them a penny or something to act as if they were eating an ice cream, and they'll times that by 1,000. They'll make the money off of this, sure. But it's like, why are we even feeding into this bullshit? What attracted you to just watch this person who you probably never stumbled upon before, right? They just fucking want to feed them ice cream, or even the most recent one that I
What?
saw, the Glizzy Gobbler. Uh,
were were you all right? When you were younger, did you ever bump heads with somebody like this, or like that person that had money and would be like, "Hey, yo, I'll give you $5 if you smack this person, whatever." You ever ran across somebody like that?
Yeah.
I feel like that's TikTok on 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
There motherfuckers with money and just be like, hey, yo, do X, Y, and Z. And let's see how idiotic we can make. Because they're bored.
And it could also work in reverse for the people who don't have money
Mm-hmm.
because they're willing to do that crazy smack to that highly profiled person
Mm-hmm.
in order to go viral, you know,
And get that coin.
and get that coin. Exactly. I followed his one page called Morbid Knowledge, and there's a lot of like articles. It's just like, oh, this is the final image of famous TikToker at the top of this building before they tripped and, ultimately came to their demise. And I'm like, wow, that's fucked up. But it's like all of these people, they're looking forward to being viral, that they're willing to do whatever it takes to be that viral person, which is just it's disgusting.
And a lot of people, you'll go, because we just went left with it, right? But it's really not left. It's really the correct way of thinking. Um, a lot of people will be like, oh, that's the Illuminati. No, it's not. It's called pressure.
Mm.
That's what that is called. You will do when you have a certain amount of money and you used to a certain amount of lifestyle. You're gonna fucking do what you gotta do, right? To maintain that,
Mm-hmm.
because you used to that or anything like that. But that depends on also your mentality too. Like, are you gonna let the money rule you, or are you gonna rule the money?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these people, these TikTokers, I don't care if I do not care when people be like, oh, but they're getting the bag though, or this, that, and the third. Listen, not all money is good money. I learned that. Like Pablo Escobar, he had a bunch of money. Was it good?
No.
Everybody was trying to kill him. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And he ain't even get to enjoy it. So go figure. Maybe this TikToker was making so much money and was going through so much pressures, or not being able to be themselves because they have to be this brand ambassador or something like that. And if they represent one thing, they're gonna lose their bag, or they fucking kill themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
people would be like, "Oh, they sacrificed themselves." No, I'm not saying stuff like that is not true, because it probably is. But there's a lot of reality that goes on. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, Amy Winehouse. She was such a great person, all that stuff, artist, should I say, but felt like shit. All the money in the world couldn't save you, dog. So, you over there, ice cream, dog, that'll never go away. Yo, you will be. God bless her. I hope she make it to 70 years old. Motherfuckers, if technology is still here or anything like that, we gonna all know you, old lady. I don't know what you doing.
Hey, weren't you? Yeah.
That was her.
That was her. That was her. Exactly. And it's crazy. It's shameful. It's absolutely absurd. I don't like TikTok. I don't know what this trend is. It needs to stop. I'm losing faith in humanity, and I have a lot, but I'm starting to lose just a little bit when we start advertising and giving, and not even fucking giving money, but just you're giving your time and your effort and your to watch someone do that.
Mm-hmm.
Does it get you off? I'm talking to you. You see this? I'm talking to you.
Here's the
Help me
creepy-
understand.
You want to know what's the creepy thing too? Are kids allowed to do this?
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me there's grown-ups paying them to do this? It just got weird.
It just got weird. It just got weird. So,
Just got weird. Just want to let you know, parents, what's going on TikTok.
I was at basketball. I was just playing basketball the other day, and I saw this group of young kids just doing a TikTok dance right on the half court line. I was like, "What are you guys doing, bro? So what are you guys doing? You know, little young kids, but whatever. You know, it's boys will be boys. They're just having fun, I guess. You know,
Yes.
it's just a different way of growing up. You know, I guess when I was younger, it was Facebook. You know, you look at my Facebook, but I don't have any like crazy videos. You have a lot of photos, but that's it.
Mine's was when I was younger, the technology for me was the sidekicks. So AIM, MySpace.
MySpace. That shit used to be hot, bro. I used to love customizing my profile.
Well, we was little IT techs with the coding and stuff.
Exactly. Be
You
like,
couldn't tell me about my top 8. Tell me about
You got
that.
to pick your own song when you go into your profile. That shit was hot. That
Oh,
shit was
that's
hot.
man. If Facebook was like that, they would.
And who was it? Who was your friend? Tom?
Yes,
Tom.
Tom was always number one.
God bless Tom. You were the one, man. You were the one.
Yeah.
So, off camera here, I mentioned to you that I wanted to talk a little bit of comedy. I have this one joke that I'm kind of like working up, and it's still a work in progress. So please work with me, but I think it could be a really good joke. So work with me, guys. I'm gonna give you a little joke here, okay? So
I'm
it was
ready
just
for it. You want me to look at you or don't look
no,
at
you're
you?
good. You're good.
I
You're
look
good.
at you.
Yeah, no, so I'm still trying to figure out how I want to start it out. I mean, Michael made a good point. He made he was like, here, this is how you should start it out. Just be like, so there's a lot of spotted lanternflies around here nowadays, right? You've been seeing them, the spotted
Oh
lantern
yeah.
bugs, the ones that we gotta kill. Yeah, yeah, and I think everyone here would agree that genocide is probably the worst thing. One of the bad words that you don't use. Hitler was a really bad man. Everything that he stood for and tried to do, was really really bad. But if you think about it, we're kind of committing genocide ourselves against these spotted lanternflies right now because
They gotta go.
because if you look outside, there's nothing. We don't condone hate here. We don't condone hate, but a group of people walking down the street are playing Dance Dance Revolution with the concrete because they're trying to kill all of these spotted lanternflies. Now, let me tell you, this is a true story. I'm not fucking bullshitting here. There's someone who lives within this vicinity of where I live, and there's a massacre. You walk down the hall, you walk down the street there, and there's a massacre. There's bodies on bodies on bodies, spotted lanternflies everywhere, right? But there is one lone soldier that needs to be talked about and highlighted for his work and efforts. There's a man who has a motorized wheelchair, and I see him around town with a fly swatter. And he is going around town in his motorized wheelchair, and he is doing his part in destroying these spotted lanternflies. He is the number one soldier. I've even seen him do a tally with the back end of the fly swatter. I've seen him do a tally on his arm to
Yeah.
mark how many spotted lanternflies that he's killed. He's serving our country, and he's doing the economy justice here. So that's pretty much it. I got to rework it a little bit, but it's like it's genocide. We're all fucked up. We don't like seeing people hate on one certain thing is not good. But I think everyone is on board with destroying these bugs. And also, pro tip: I found out a way how you could get them without the first try. First try always. I'm gonna drop you a diamond knowledge, just some real shit. If you guys notice, these spotted lanternflies, they jump forward. They
Mhm.
jump forward, okay? So the trick is, it's so simple, you're going to be mind blown, is you have to hover your foot in front of them where they're gonna go. And as you close in, they don't think, they can't think. You get them bang first time, always. And if you don't, if they jump, odds are they're going to smack your leg and then they're going to be a little bit traumatized and you got to clean them up on the fall down.
Oh my God, that sounds so traumatic.
I'm sorry, but I thought about it. It's real shit. It works all the time.
No, but you know what? Since you hit like the Hitler point and all that, what the Hitler used to say, like, oh, if you're not blue eyed or whatever the
Yeah, yeah,
case is, right?
Mhm.
The reason that the lantern flies, what we're killing them because of our agriculture.
Yes, yes.
So try to put something like that, like this is the reason why we can. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I
But
said economy, but
yeah, yeah. Oh, I didn't even peep that. But I love the story. I did not peep that. Okay, okay.
that's true though. There really is a guy in a motorized vehicle out here. Like
I hope
I'm dead ass.
That's what I'm saying. I know this is true because this is a little too vivid.
Now he doesn't scratch himself, but
I hope not.
we
because-
added that. We added that.
Yeah.
He's a veteran out there. The lantern bugs are afraid of him. They're terrified when they see that motorized vehicle coming around the corner.
I bet. Like that's the guy that got my cousin.
I called him out there
That's sweet.
twice. I'm like, yo, this guy's really about it. He's really about it. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed tea time. We had some fun, some shenanigans here. I know you're not going to drink it, but let's just cheers.
Cheers to it.
Baby, thank you for coming out to the Middleman Podcast.
No
Thank you for coming to
problem.
tea time. It was a pleasure.
It was most definitely a pleasure, and make sure you get those lantern flies.
Do your part. Be a part of Dance Dance Revolution out in the streets.
Be a part of the genocide.